So apparently today Finland has again been listed as the happiest country in the world, which I find personally, as a Finnish person, very difficult to understand, very ironic, because if you've been reading my posts and watching my videos, then you know that I've been talking about narcissistic abuse, and I'm helping victims like myself, survivors like myself, to thrive and heal and move on after these sorts of incidents, because abuse is a serious matter and it should not be happening to anybody, let alone when you are a kind empath, sensitive person, highly sensitive person, and you have not done anything to hurt other people. And on top of that, I also wanted to address, I saw this horrible news today that had appeared this morning. I try to stay away from the news because they are so frightening, intentionally, scaring you. It's definitely not healthy, positive energy, especially when you are a trauma survivor, trauma victim, and you've been battling things alone, especially narcissistic people. So you want to stay away from them, but sometimes I'm paying attention to them, of course, depending on the headline and things like that. So I was very interested. I saw this headline about a 10-year-old boy in the northern part of Finland, abused. So this 10-year-old boy had been abandoned outside in the cold when it's been apparently 15 degrees Celsius minus, which means that it's pretty freezing out there if it's 15 minus. So he had been abandoned outside for a night by his abusive parents, and apparently his father had been abusing him physically, attacking him physically for like 2 years. So I'm like, why don't they take this child away from these abusive parents? They are not real parents. From what I saw from this, about this case, there was no update on this. So there was no update, because, this really bothers me, this detail, that of course I'm interested in knowing what will happen next. There was only about him seeking justice, which of course I'm really, on his side, and really seeing this as a huge strength that a 10-year-old has managed to actually seek justice this way from the courts. But yeah, there was no detail about if he's taken away from those abusers or like what is happening. But you would assume and think that, and I of course pray that, he will get a healthy, safe family to actually live in. Because of course, naturally, every child deserves to live with a healthy family, a happy childhood, a safe childhood. Unfortunately, that does not happen to every child. Like, I'm one of those victims. I'm proof about childhood trauma and, how it can be destroying your life, especially if you're left alone dealing with everything, that you have to reflect on everything and understand and do so much work and things like that. So it is just so unfair, it's so unreasonable. And I'm sure that this boy's parents also are narcissistic, clearly, when they were denying all of that, when it's clear that they have abused him. So of course my heart and soul go out to this boy, and I just really wish and pray that he's safe now. and that, you know, he will be okay. Because this is so traumatizing, to be beat up like that by your own father and then be abandoned outside in the cold. It is a clear miracle that he's even alive. And, you know, anything could have happened to him. You know, when a child is left alone like that, abandoned, neglected, so much trauma is happening in that boy, and also physically he was suffering because of the freezing cold, and anything could have happened to him. Just wrong, just wrong. And as you see this video, if you feel called to, please, of course, go ahead and pray for this poor little boy. I don't know anything else about him, but except that he lives in the northern part of Finland, and he's 10 years old, and so I don't know anything else except for what I just shared here. But I don't think a child can have too many prayers sent his way when he has been so badly abandoned and abused. So there is no amount of love enough